Hey guys, this is Outlaw for Life 17, and before I get my update started, just want to say thank you to Corn of the Dead for having that DVD giveaway. Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. So today, I got a shitload of movies over the past week, so I'm going to do an update. Haven't done one in a while. Some horror, some other genres, but whatever. So the first movie was actually, I got it because 81 Oak Ridge said it was disturbing. It was in his most disturbing movies. It's a family portrait, a trilogy of America. And it's actually a trilogy of 3 films by Douglas Buck. The films are Cutting Moments, Home, and Prologue. I only watched Prologue, but it was pretty good. I can kind of see where you say it's disturbing. It's worth a buy. I have to watch the other 2, but it's a pretty good so far. Douglas Buck, I could see some talent in him in the future. Next is Suspect Zero, starring Aaron Eckhart and Ben Kingsley. Love Ben Kingsley, love Aaron Eckhart, so I'm looking forward to watching this. And anything that Richard Roeper or Roger Ebert prefers is a good movie in my opinion. I love them. But Ben Kingsley, as always, this movie, they say he was amazing in it. And Aaron Eckhart, you gotta love him from Dark Knight, Two-Face. I can't wait to watch this. Crime dramas, I'm kind of into them. Next, we got Scanners. You don't really need to talk about this. Classic horror movie. Saw it for like $5, had to get it. Actually, I got this for $2, guys, brand new. I love the cover as always. One of the coolest posters of all time in my opinion. Can't wait to watch it again. Love that movie. I actually got this because Grind Up Films told me I should get it. Pathology with Milo Ventimiglia and Alyssa Milano. He's actually from Heroes. I don't really watch it. Anybody that does. And it's from the creators of Crank. A lot of good reviews on it. I haven't watched it yet. Really need to. It sounds really freaking interesting. It's something to do with like autopsies and morgues and whatnot. Sounds cool. I definitely need to watch it. Thanks for Run Up Films. Next, I actually got, because Corn of the Dead in his contest is giving away a Happening tin. So I want a Happening tin, but I don't have the Happening, so I went out and bought it. Pretty cool slipcase, but I'm not going to really need it once I get the tin. It's a pretty good movie. I'm not saying it's M. Night Shyamalan's best movie, obviously, because Sixth Sense and Aliens are pretty hard. The Sixth Sense and Signs are pretty hard to compete with, but it's worth a watch in my opinion. And I love John Leguizamo and not Donnie Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is the man. Pretty good movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Pretty cool concept. It's original. You can't pass original movies these days. Next is actually 2 movies. A movie and a sequel. Bloody Murder and Bloody Murder 2. I saw this at Hollywood Video for $1 each because they're going out of business. And I had to buy it because it just looks like a crappy, cheesy horror movie. And hey, that's what it is. Watched this about 2 nights ago, and that's exactly what it is. It's a Friday the 13th ripoff. It is like the cheesiest movie you will ever see. But it's like a cheesy movie, but there's no gore, which pisses me off. If it's a bad movie, you at least have to have some gore, but there's not that much gore. The only thing I could say about this movie that's good is that the ending was actually pretty damn good. It actually tricked me. It was a pretty good twist ending, and it actually got me. Haven't seen Bloody Murder 2. Not really wanting to watch it. The best thing I could say about the first one is that it's at least entertaining since it's so badly acted and whatnot. Next I got They, and I actually originally bought this because it says Wes Craven, and they fucking tricked me with that Presents shit. It's actually directed by Robert Harmon. Don't you hate when they always do that? It says Quentin Tarantino Presents, or In this case, Wes Craven Presents, but I thought it was directed by Wes Craven. But it still has some pretty good reviews, as you can see. Terror-filled and must-see, one of the most terrifying endings in recent memory. And I've heard some good things about this movie, so I'll definitely check it out pretty soon. It looks pretty cool. Next, I got a movie that is not really a spoof, but it's just a funny slasher, I guess. It's Broken Lizard's Club Dread. Same guys who made Super Troopers. I love Super Troopers, and I love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, it's hilarious. Definitely check it out. And it's actually a better slasher than Bloody Murder. It's actually a really good slasher. The gore is pretty damn good, and it's funny, and it's a good slasher. I'd have to give this 4 out of 5. If you haven't seen it, go out and buy it. I love this movie very much, very much. Broken Lizard's freaking hilarious. Next, I have a movie from the Duplass brothers, Baghead. Haven't seen it yet. I've heard a lot of good things about it here on YouTube. I heard it was just really freaking weird though, and it looked pretty funny, so definitely need to check it out. So I got it for like $2, so definitely worth a buy, I think, so far. And it was selected as Sundance and Tribeca, which are both pretty heavy film festivals. So that also got me to buy it. Next, I got Brutal Massacre, a comedy. It's actually let me just read the description. Oh, screw that shit. Okay, it's basically a director, horror icon. He's had a bunch of hit movies in the 80s. Then he's trying to make his comeback in the 90s, and he's trying to make this movie called, I think it's Brutal Massacre, but the movie just goes to shit. Everything's going wrong, and you get to see how it all unfolds. It's hilarious. Ken Foree's in it, Gunnar Hansen, Brian O'Halloran from Clerks, who plays Dante in Clerks. And it kind of reminds me of Wes Craven, how he had a bunch of hit movies in the 80s, and then in the 90s he randomly came back with Scream, and instantly he was in the spotlight again. But it's definitely a good movie. Check it out. It's freaking hilarious.